Hi, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns podcast. Today is Friday, August the 10th, and this is Vlogust day 9 or day 10. Well, I've already failed Randy's no augmentation. No augmentating your craft stash. Last night I went to the auction, first time I've ever been to the auction. And I took knitting with me because I was going to knit a hat. And I think the collar had been working maybe 3 minutes in. The hat was put away. It was fascinating to see the other people bid. And then I bidded. Um, One of the things that I like to do is I like to make shabby chic purses. And there were several boxes of doilies, embroidered table scarves, doilies, those kind of things. And those make for great making purses where you decorate the outside of a muslin purse with them for shabby chic items, and then add lace roses and things like that and beads and stuff. And I like doing that. I bought a box. 50 cents. Yeah. But that wasn't the only thing that I got craft-wise. I mean, I got quite a few things. I spent about $9.50. Came away with a bunch of stuff. Got some real beautiful pencil drawing pictures by an artist who also signed them. It had the provenance of where it was, what it came from. They were things that were based on the gospel. Two of them were butterflies, and one was a picture of Jesus Christ with the crown of thorns on. And they were just really gorgeous. And the minute I saw them, I thought, I want those. I don't, if I have to pay more money than I think I should, I'm going to want those. And I did get those. I got those for $1. So I was pretty thrilled with that. And then at the very end, walking around, there was this box that had 3 pillows in it. Blank pillows, that you get at Walmart to cover and those kind of things. And a bag of stuffing. I've gotten into this amigurumi thing. So I had them pull it out, bid on it, got it. But it also had fusible fleece in it. And it also has just a plain fleece piece that's in there that I can use for a tabletop or something like that instead of using some of the batting that I have. So yeah, I failed. Hey, I lasted almost 9 full days. I thought that was fantastic. Let me get this out of the way and let me get my box. Knit Crate game. Now, I wasn't sure how Randy was going to judge these because, basically this is something I ordered months ago, even though it's a monthly subscription. But, either way, I was going to continue this. I think there's a way to put it on hold, but I chose not to. I did break the tape. See what we got. Okay. This month is called Indigo Glow. Basically says is dive into a palette of cool hues, explore the deep saturated tones of this month's theme, inspired by the rich colors of one of history's most sought after natural pigments. We've asked our dyers and designers to draw inspiration from saturated shibari textiles, rippling ocean waves, and water-worn stones and seashells. This yarn is named Uru, U-R-U. I don't know how to say that. Called Yarn Speckled Singles. It's 100% superwash merino wool. It is a fingering weight. You get 417 yards, 380 meters, 100 grams. Some of the possible colorways include undertow, highlight, shibori, or silence. Oh, I don't like the way that they've done the patterns. They've included the patterns. I'm going to have to figure out how to cover that up because it's one of the areas. And those are the patterns. You have a knit and crochet together. They're nice that they put them together. However, you have to find a way to cover up the area where you go to download. And the knit one is called Gully Washer. The crochet is called Caribbean Escape. And the Gully Washer is by Carissa Browning. The Crochet Caribbean Escape is by Jennifer Dickerson. And both of those, actually both of the patterns are right in the booklet, so you really don't even have to go download them. Let me see, the color I got was undertow. And you can see the little bits of indigo, the speckling there with the indigo. This is really a teal color. Now see, that's coming out more blue. It is teal. It is just a darker shade of the box, but it is definitely teal. And of course, like usual, you get 2 of those. This is a fingering weight, but it is pretty. Does smell good. I'd be kind of curious to see what the other colorways are. I haven't gone to Knit Crate to see if they've got those up yet. But, like always, I'm very pleased with my subscription. I do not have one of the codes. I am not an ambassador. So, I pay full price every month for mine, which is about $25. I think it's a value very well worth it. You know, skeins like that run you 20. The cheapest I've seen is 18 when they're marked down, remarkably marked down. So it runs about $18 to about $30 that I've seen. That skein there, fingering weight, the amount of yardage you get, would probably run close to $28 a skein or hank. So you get 2 of those, and I just think it's a fantastic deal. I'm working more on my mat. I do want to get it done a little bit more. I only have about that much done, which is close to what? Maybe a foot. No one will fit on it that size. So you got to keep going. I did have a request to consider doing a tutorial, but I am not going to do a tutorial, and I'll tell you why. The channel at Greensboro, North Carolina, they have an excellent tutorial. She shows you how to cut the bags, whether you're using scissors or a rotary mat, you know, if you're a quilter and use quilter where you can cut quite a bunch of them at a time. Then she shows you how to connect them so that they, because you're basically taking 2 loops of the PLARN that you've made. And you're kind of put them in together, pull them together, and kind of knots it up, which is makes it a nice thick cushiony bedroll. The she cuts the bags into fourths. I generally cut them into about fifths. So my bag width is probably somewhere between 2 and 2.5 inches. Hers are probably closer to 3 inches. And of course, it's like bulky yarn. The thicker it is, the quicker it will get done. The ladies down at the other place are cutting them 1.5 inches. I think they were thinking that they'd get more yarn, more yardage out of it, but it really doesn't work that way. It's like using bulky yarn. If you use a bulky yarn, you're going to get you're gonna need more of it, yes, but you're going to cover a bigger space, and it's going to be a nice, thicker item. So, and I gotta tell you, some of those girls are using that thin yarn and PLARN, and I wouldn't even consider using it that thin, because you'll be doing it forever. One of the gals had asked, she said, are there any homeless dwarfs? Because she's got probably I think about 4 feet, so she was hoping that maybe there would be a homeless dwarf that'd be willing to take hers. And we teased her and gave her a hard time about it, tell her she needs to keep going on, get it done. So she's working on getting it done. But yeah, I got to cross off an auction off my bucket list, and it was great fun. There were quite a few of us that went. We called it our ladies' night out. These ladies are ladies I exercise. Some of them I craft with several times a week. So we just had a really good time. It was enjoyable. We had items lined up all in front of us that we were purchasing, bidding on. So it was great fun. The only thing that was kind of disappointing is, and I have no room for it, but it was absolutely beautiful. There was a grandfather clock, working condition, gorgeous. It sold for $3. Ugh. And then they had these microwave ovens. And they were in good shape because I looked at them. They could not give them away for even 50 cents. And I'm thinking, parents, if you've got kids that are going off to college and you've got to outfit their dorm room or whatever, so, some colleges do allow microwaves, some don't. Go to an auction, see if you can get one for 50 cents or $1. I mean, these look like they hadn't even been used. And a lot of these were, this auctioneer generally takes houses that have been, someone has passed away and family wants to get rid of things. So he sells them. He sells them for what he can get, makes a deal with the family. Do you want to take, whatever you can get minus my fee? And generally a lot of people just don't want to mess with the contents of a home. So, and there were some beautiful things that went out of that place. Beautiful beds, rails, mattresses. Mattresses look brand new. $4 or $5, $10, $20 for the mattress, the whole bed set and everything. Beautiful dressers. There were quite a few. There were a couple of things that were antiques. Excellent prices. So it was a lot of fun, and I am afraid that my girlfriend has me addicted now. So now I will have to probably rent a pod, put it out in the front of our apartment complex for the things I'm going to start collecting. I'm kidding. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself. So I was glad that I got that off my bucket list. And I was just mesmerized by the people, watching some of those people bid. And you can tell the people that are new, like me, I'm like flashing my number up like this, all excited. The new ones are like, flash it once. And then as they're bidding higher and higher, they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm flashing my number, till towards the very end, then I was doing the nod. So apparently I became very acclimated pretty quickly. But it was interesting to watch how those bids went and how people bid and what things went on, what I call bidding wars, which was quite interesting. The tools that were there, a lot of those did go for higher prices. Some of them did not. But it was interesting to see. And there was everything, under the sun. There was a little girl with her family behind us, and there was a big box of Fisher Price, like kitchen grocery toys in there. And she got that box. Dad got it for her for 50 cents. And she was just thrilled to death with that. And then, of course, he also got a child's quilt rack. And it was just beautiful. My girlfriend, they had a box of purses in there, and there was Dooney and Burke in it. Beautiful bag. Didn't have a single mark on it. Didn't even look like it had been used at all. So when that box came up, she bid on it. Got the box full. I mean, it was a big full box. Probably, I would say probably 8 or 9 purses and wallets and, all kinds of things in that for 50 cents. So yeah, good deal. And a lot of it was Liz Claiborne, Dooney and Burke, those kind of things in there. And so, I had a good time. It was enjoyable. So, like I said, if you have something on your bucket list, go do it. Enjoy. Have fun with it. And, yeah, that was about it. I didn't do a whole lot of knitting, crocheting last night. Like I said, I've done a little bit today. Had some physical therapy this morning, and then when I got back to the firehouse for normally our quilting, I brought in my knitting to do. Never even once got it out. We were busy talking, about what had happened the night before and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it was a great time. With that, I will let you go, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you for joining me on this daily journey. I hope you appreciate it a little bit. Tomorrow is our normal get the grocery day kind of thing, and then I will be filming a podcast later on in the afternoon and getting that up. Not a whole lot else going on. Sunday is a day where I get to do a little bit of freebie during the day. And I will probably sew on some bags and really get into those embroidery doilies and table topper scarves, dresser scarves, to see what I need to do with those, because some of them I do know they probably all need to be washed, but I need to see if there's anything I need to do to treat some of the things, if there's any stains really on some of them. So I'll do that, and then I'll play a little bit, and then I'm going to go off to a church concert later on that evening. I'm going to present my bedroll. I'm not going to give it to the ladies at that time because with the fire hall there at the senior center, we would like to do a promotional thing to show what we're doing, which is something that sometimes help get the community interested. Give the senior centers a little bit of publicity. So the bedroll will be coming back until we get some pictures of those items. And that's about it. So we'll see you again tomorrow. Everybody have a great day, and remember to be kind. Bye.